Welcome to Stef Draws. I'm Stefan de Groot, a Dutch illustrator and animator, but you can call me Stef. In this tutorial we're going to learn how to draw a cartoon tiger in 5 steps. The only thing you need is a pencil and a piece of paper. Let's start drawing. Step 1. The action line. So we're going to draw a tiger cub, and I want him to stand up and look up a little bit and be a bit bashful. So first going to draw the action line, and he's standing up, so it's going to be a vertical action line, but with a bit of a curve. Like this. Step 2. The basic shapes. So we're first going to draw the head, and it's a rather big head. Like this, and his body is as big as his head, so he's going to end up here, and we're going to draw it in the direction of the action line. And this is just, sketching and finding nice shapes, and it has a bit of a pear-shaped body with a bit of a tummy. And a cub has very big ears, so we're going to draw half circles for his ears. And he has his arms on his back. This is the basic shape of his arms, and you're going to place the left foot in front and the other foot to the back. And of course he has a little bit of a tail. That's a basic shape as well. It's a bit like a rubber hose. Step 3. The guidelines. Now we can draw the guidelines, and it's always good to have guides in the face, because the cub is looking up. We're first going to draw the guideline for his eyes, and it's a bit like this, and draw it in a curve, not straight, because the face of the cub is a very round shape. And this is the other guide you're going to draw, and on the guide you can draw the snout, and he has a very small snout, and guides for his cheeks. And this is where the eyes will come, and the inside of the ears, which are circles as well. Already have a tail, but maybe it's cuter if the tail is up. So I'm going to erase this. You can also do that on paper. And draw it a bit in an S-curve. Step 4. Adding details. Now we're going to add the details, so we start out with the eyes, which is the biggest asset of a character. And you can place it on top of his cheek and this guideline. And he's looking a bit up. I'm just going to leave some white in the eyes so it looks more alive. The eyebrows are really on top of his head because the head is tilted up, and his other eye will be around here behind his snout. If you draw it like that, your character will be more dimensional. the snout is also a circle, so the circle has a guide as well. It's just a smaller shape of the head. So here you can draw his nose, and he's smiling, and with tiger it's always good to have his lip. It's a little bit more black, so you can, sketch it with a thicker line. He's smiling. He has his mouth closed, a bit of a goatee, and this falls behind his snout. He also has 6 whiskers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the nice thing about a tiger is his stripes, or his decoration, as you can call it. We'll put some on top of his ears, and just one here, and this really defines if it's a tiger, or it could have been a lion cub. But lions and tigers really look similar. And let me see, just sketching some fluffy hair. And he also has these decorations on his arms as well. Just follow the shapes of his arms. And he has a bit of white belly. And of course some stripes on his legs as well. And that doesn't really work. It's always good, to don't get tangents. Now they're, a different shape, and they're not too close to each other. I'm going to draw the toe nails, and this part is going to be white. And his feet are a bit like a square. Maybe draw some hairs on top of his head, making him a little bit more fluffy. And also he has some decoration on his body as well, and of course some decorations on his tail. And just draw it within the shape, because it is just treated like a rubber hose, so it has a dimension. And maybe the top we're going to draw black. And let me see where this ends.
Step 5. The final rendering.
Now we can ink the character, and you can do that with a Sharpie or a fine liner or a black colored pencil, because the pencils you draw with are a little bit gray, and if you use a darker colored pencil, they're really black. I'm just going to define all the lines. And because I've already sketched everything, I know exactly where I can ink everything and draw a bit of a fur as well. So it doesn't have to be very straight lines, it just can go wild. And you know, these lines don't have to be perfect, you know, because he has a furry skin. Maybe I can add a little one here. Just add his nose, and this is going to be bigger, so draw it thicker. This is little goatee. His tummy. And you can draw some fur here, just to indicate, it's just an indication that it's a furry character. Draw his feet more straight, because it's more of a square. Well, I'm going all over the place because, you know, that's the good thing about doing a good sketch, so you can define your lines with your inking. So you get solid drawings. Here, forgot his left eye, whiskers, and just draw them very fast. And of course the tail. Just follow the lines. Making a smile.
And in this way you can draw a tiger cub in 5 steps. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. In that way you won't miss a single video. Drawing is fun and practice makes perfect. See you next time. Doodles!